None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital. The dash digital, run it up. Digital, 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 digital. Stepping like Marty McFly, stepping I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why, I never doubted me why. I never doubted my guys, you know you in it for win. I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend, only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids, that's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends, had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win, you know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold, I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb, I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital. The dash digital, run it up. Digital, 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 digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm just trying to feed my kids. I'm just trying to keep my way. I'm just trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz, money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a one and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital, digital, digital. The dash digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash digital, digital, the dash digital. Run it up. Digital, 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 digital.
Damn, feeling lucky. How about my whole streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone CoinEx, so I can't stop, I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said was you. Turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do real clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. It's everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring let me get your juiciest please. Can't remember when I've had the same please. The shops to the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centipedes? Where we gonna go? You're gonna need these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees, there's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo. Sneaking up on you, there's nothing you can do. There's things about the boom. I lose control when you do it like that. Thank God you love when I go mad. Got you at the perfect time. I was catching it down. You know what you want to do, but I can never be. minds when we on the cardio. Bet you wanna peek, bet you wanna see something. We don't wanna give, we don't wanna give nothing. I'm a Gemini, she a Scorpio, but that don't cross the minds when we on the cardio. Cardio, yeah, like Super Mario. Yeah, when we on the cardio. When we on the cardio.
Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Lit check, been a minute, let me hit the homies in a group text. 10 years, same team, true vets. Got a couple trophies, but no chains on the neck. No. Got a couple Cardis, we don't flood with baguettes. It's a very small world, so my hand holds. Wake up, make the money, that's a man's role. Loyalty and love is what I stand for. Can't forget about trust, but first, please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh. It's the weekend, we've been working. I'll be posted, fireside. Yeah. Bring my boys in, bring your girls in. We'll be posted up all night. Yeah. Limited edition, not the regular one. We shut down the city like when presidents come. I am not a rookie, I'm a veteran, bro. Promise I'ma take it easy later on. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, SOS, oh. Please fill my cup.
Check 1 2 1 2. Check, check.
Double up, double up. Yeah. Double up, double up, double up. The money I color, 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 color. Double up, double up, double up. The money I color, 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 color. 2 turns of 4, 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid. Rich when I wait. I bet the bank. I set the pace. Guess what I make? That's what I make. Counting pockets.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Charts with the Road Dog. My name is Lane and I will be taking you through the charts tonight. Apologize for being just a little bit late. I nodded off. Caught myself just in time. Glad to have everyone here. Thank you so much for showing up each and every night. We got Dave in the house, Sam Webb, even CO Strega out there lurking. How's it going, Strega? Alrighty, let us go ahead and get started here looking at Bitcoins. Some reason on the 6 minute right now, and I got to say it's looking okay. Very interesting thing happened this morning, leading to the thumbnail that I put out today. I was watching one of the YouTubers. Well, let's just throw this out there. I'm not going to mention any names on this, but I used to be involved with the trading group back in 2020 when I first signed up for our first 6-month tour. Then when I started this channel about 2 years ago, I joined up again for a 6-month tour, and they actually made a change, and they had they introduced Joe, that's been in the chat room here before, visit our channel, Trade Intuition, and that was kind of cool. They were starting to change things and go through, and I was like, oh, you're really stepping up your game here. And that was true. They were, and then things changed a little bit again, and it got kind of wonky, and then I don't really know what's going on, but Joe's not a part of that anymore. But there's another guy that was also a part of that group, I think back in 2020 when I was there the first time. He was an admin there. He also has a YouTube channel, which is, you know, quite popular. But I try not to be too hard because I can see where some of the things come from. Some of the things were taught in the trading group that weren't very accurate. They carried on to this other one, which is also carried on to their trading group. But there was just some things. This person kind of got, they kind of got into their ego today. They kind of got called out on some stuff. And it just really kind of exposed a lack of knowledge there that I've been suspect of all the time. One of the first things, and it was not me that trolled them, I swear. One of the first things, and like I said, this person loves to do this 1 minute chart thing, and I don't know why, but the whole show is generally ends up sometimes being around a 1 minute chart. But anyway, the thing that they were looking at here, and I was like, oh my God, I know you just didn't do that for real. Yeah, we were down here on the small chart, and I swear they were looking at this. No lie, head, shoulder, shoulder. Now, here's the thing. When you get some of the basic TA down, like what we do here on the channel, once you learn the basics and stuff, not only does it help you in trading, it also helps you just see when other people are just full of crap or just calling out something just full of crap. So this gets, I've seen one other person do this, and it made me make a video about a head and shoulders pattern. It's a top pattern. You don't look for top patterns at bottoms. And I was really shocked that this guy did that, but sure as the world he did. And sure as the world, you know, I mean, it's not, there's no neckline there anyway. But that was just kind of wild. But what really got him called out, somebody was bringing up a Bitcoin chart, wanted you to do it on the logarithmic scale or whatever, and wanted it to pull a Fibonacci. And that's when it was revealed that he can pull a fib like this, but that's about as far as he goes on his knowledge to pull a fib. Well, I'm sorry. That's not even how he does it. He can pull one from here, swing low to swing high. But it just bewildered him. He just got really confused when he talked about pulling one from here to here, right? It was crazy. They had to do this. He had to do this whole weird thing where and flip the chart upside down to draw the fib like he normally draws it, and then flip it back upside down to explain how to do it. I mean, come on. Not trying to bash or anything, but it's just there's just some things that you can see come out. And when it comes to somebody that's shielding a paid trading group, I mean, you just do your due diligence. Just know that a lot of them are echo chambers. It's a lot like the real estate stuff that you would see on late night TV commercials. They'll reel you into something, then upsell you to something else, get you into this little group, and it's a little echo chamber, but you're just learning basic stuff. And I swear you'll do just as well if you go to Thomas Bukowski's free site, thepatternSite.com, because it's all there for you, baby. It doesn't cost $100 a month. It's totally free. Your whole education right here. Thomas Bukowski, patternSite.com. So it just amazes me though, but this person actually needs to come over here and kind of go over some stuff, because they also, and it was also today too, it was something else. They were looking at gosh, I got stuff. They were I can't remember exactly where it was, but it was a triangle pattern. You know, you get a symmetrical triangle pattern, and this is as close as I can get for what we got, but it basically does like this, right? Well, if you think of this, the only person I ever hear call these things 50-50 patterns. And even the patterns like the ascending triangles, ascending triangles. The only person I ever hear call them 50-50 patterns. Now, you can think of equilateral triangle, equilateral pattern. I've heard that. I've seen that. And that means that price is traveling on both sides of this middle line. Somehow, it sounds like, you know, and you, oh, I don't want to be too picky. It sounds like somebody just actually doesn't really read what's supposed to go on with these patterns, which, you know, the patternsite.com and places like that. Oh my God, man. For the cost of 1 month's membership in most of these trading groups, you can actually get the buck. All you need to know, you just got to put some time in with this. Too many people join these trading groups expecting it to work miracles for them, and all you're doing is joining the club that's just in a little echo chamber, man. Oh my gosh, and it's just regurgitated information. Go to the real sources, man. Get the real statistics. Thomas Bukowski, if you're into pattern trading, that's where you want to go. Elliott Wave, he teaches that too. He's a good place for that. Candlestick patterns, knock it out here too, okay? Everything you need is right here, and it's free, or you can buy his books. Put it out there that simple, and that's all I got to say. Let's move on. Total 3. I don't know. One of these days, it's getting better. It's not bugging me near as much. I'm about to the point where I'm like, all right, just do you, dude. People are starting to figure you out anyway. People are starting to figure you out. Here we are, total 3, and this is the thing that we've been talking about. Are we getting rejection up here with this trend line on total 3? And yeah, we are, but it's not so terrible. We got rejected off this trend line, then we got this other one that we're getting rejected off of. But we got like another little channel forming here. That's this red dotted line that I've got there. So I can see us, we can definitely calm down this week, next few days. I mean, what is today anyway? Today is, man, are we close to the weekend again? Tomorrow, Thursday? Oh man, so we're already getting set up for the weekend. I feel like I'm always getting set up for the weekend. But now they're starting to get a little bit more interesting. We're starting to see a little bit more volume come in on the weekends, right? So a little bit of retail's trickling in. That's good. Good sign. Listen, we broke a higher high, man. We're good. We'll probably come back and retest some of these candle top areas over here, about 520. Hope that holds. If it doesn't, then we have to just look at it as being a possible weird double top or something scenario. And if we come down here, we can go lower. No need to look at that yet. I guess it's still made a higher high, man. Higher highs, higher lows. May get a little bit pullback on altcoins. Some will pop off, some of them will not. Roll with the punches, man. But some of them are still popping off now. AGIX did a nice little gainer today. About dang time. About dang time. Where did she go to? Oh, wow. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? 70 cents. Crazy? I know, she went up to 72. You suck, Road Dog. You didn't nail it. It's a zone, man, but it's a fib. It's just a fib zone. Those fibs are awesome, man. I can show you something about fibs, apparently. That I guess a lot of people don't know. Some people do. I see other people do what I do. I'm not the only one. There are good analysts out there. There really are. There's lots of good analysts out there willing to teach and go over this thing. And they're not all shilling trading groups. And that says a lot. Listen, the true secret to making a lot of money really fast in crypto is to start a trading group, a paid trading group. That's how you do it. You get the money coming in, and then you can look like a baller on screen. If you get 2,000 people paying you $100 a month, now you can see how you can come up in a bear market, can't you? I'm just saying. AGIX, man, I had to move some of this from my Tangem wallet. Segued right into that one. And it won't load up. That would have been so smooth. Tangem website. The AWG will save you 10% off on a Tangem wallet. Also have links to the very cool SecuX wallet. Any other products, 10% off. The SecuX, you have to use the link. I've got it in the descriptions and all that. That's all the shilling I got to do tonight. Let's get back to the charts. And so here we are on the daily, getting rejected at this crazy ass target with 132% gains. There was a little bit of a hiccup here where we said that there would be, because that is the beauty of the 618er. This little yellow line right here had a headache. Had a hiccup right there. That was also the measure move that we had coming up here. This little guy. And you know what? You know how we actually did this? I remember now. We were just taking this one in channels. I said, well, I guess if it breaks out there, and we threw up another measure for that. That's actually how we got that measure move on that one. Just doing the little channels. Here's another one. I'm not just Carol. So you got hit, baby. I'm sure we got some confidence here with the fib. Let me pull that little guy real quick. I'm doing a fib extension. It's 3-point. Coming back down to the bottom here. And you see that 227? Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful lines right up with that. Isn't that just special? They're not just special. We still got a 2618. There's a little bit more. There might be a little more gas in the tank here. Is all I'm saying. There might be. I hope so. I would love to see you go up to 77 cents AGIX, because I've been peeling off a little bit. Although I need to peel off a little bit more where you are now. But I'm about through peeling off because I want to keep most of my bag for later on. But man, been waiting a freaking year for you to get back up here, AGIX. Seriously. When was this? Almost a year ago. Back in March 2023 when it went up to 58 cents. Some places I think it got up a little higher. This is a Binance chart right here. Nice, nice, nice. So looking for a pullback for her, are ya? This is when you use the fibs. Swing low to swing high. You get the regular fib here. Swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. And that will reveal the targets that it should retrace to. It's got an nice little 618 coming back here that would retest pretty much this trend line right here we broke out of. I likes it. Patterns have a good chance for them to come back to retest the breakout zone. They got a 618 fib right there That's confluence in my book. 43 cents, and that's gonna suck to ride this little baby down, and I know it seems like it just won't get there anytime soon. Until that one day when this market crashes or things just turn around or get tired or that narrative is over, and gosh darn it, we're right back down here at 43 cents. And hoping it sticks. AGIX, you're on a tear right now, baby. Come on, keep paying me. Keep on paying me. I've been waiting for you. See if we got anything else that might give us a little bit of insight as to where she might go.
Look at that 127 right there. That's where I got you.
That's another one. Another fib confluence. That's actually the fib that I got when I drew that line. The 27s, baby. I'm just saying. They can be your best friends if you just let them hang out with you. All you got to do.
Shakala!
Sound effects are free this evening. Let's come over to the chat. Make sure that my microphone is on because that really sucks when I don't have it on, man. Twice in a row. Hey, we got Grimmer in the house. How's it going? And not a member? I see your name. Hey, there you are, not a member. How's it going, man? Grimmer says it's 4:55 a.m. Wow. Oh, you're an early bird. I can't even do that. Yeah, I'm not a morning person. I've tried. I keep trying to be. I just can't. CTI and Labs 2 version 2, please. Gotta put my request in before I start work. Have a great night. All right, got you, Grimmer. Let's go ahead and take care of that right now. CTI. CTI is clintex. We follow that a lot here. And I do have a little bag of this little guy. It's a nice little DeSci play. DeSci, yeah. You got DPIN, and that's the physical art infrastructure, right? And we also got DeSci, which is kind of cool. DNA mapping, stuff like that. That's not. This one is clinical research, a way to use blockchain to just make it more transparent in clinical research, track it better. Which sounds like a very needed use case. So I got my eye on this project. Hope they do well. But to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter if they actually get a working product out there or not. It just matters if they got enough hype behind it, because that's where we are in this market right now. And once you understand that, you'll do much better. But at some point, the DeSci is going to find its little hype, and these little guys will take off and have their day. Nice little narrative or nice little sector that is forming, and you know, it's nice to see some real use cases or possible use cases out of blockchain other than some of the crazy nonsense stuff that we have or gotten involved with that, you know, they're just fads basically. I'm still waiting to see if NFTs make a big comeback or not. I'm just kind of like. So we're looking at the possibility of this breaking out of, you can say, this triangular kind of pattern. There's not really a whole lot of touches there. So I'm just connecting the dots on the trend lines here, but this is what we got. We do have a breakout. Don't see the volume there because I got this little thing here in my way. Why you put it right over my volume? Oh, there's a little bit of volume shooting up there. We'd like to see more volume to make that move a little bit more stronger. But eventually what we're looking at is to come back up here and eventually up to this area about 7.5 cents. And that will complete a double bottom line here for us. And we can take a measured move for that. That should take us up to about 14 cents over, you know, a longer term play. You can take a measured move from this little guy right here and put it at that breakout, and again that takes us up to this zone about 9.5 cents. Got some confluence there already with the Fibonacci area, so that looks like that's going to also be an area that's worth maybe taking some profit. So when I got little targets like this, other than the main one, there can be areas that will get a you know, price can come up and then get a bigger pullback. So those are some areas that you can actually take a certain percentage of profit, and if you want, roll it back into it when it hits, you know, a lower area. That's kind of what those targets are there for. Or just to peel out a little bit on the way. Some people enter a trade and they only have one target and they're just all in and all out at once, and you know, that's the most basic way to do it. I think you'll find you have better luck if you kind of spread that out, or you know, find something that gives you a little bit more leeway, like layering in and layering out. Seem to be a pretty effective strategy. Works pretty well for me, because the all in and all out stuff, man, why make it harder on yourself? Why make it hard on yourself? All right, so we did CTI, and that one was the Labs version 2. So we got Labs over here. So the sad thing about this one, let's go to a daily time. I'm on 12 hour. Go to the daily just to kind of get some of this noise out of the way here. So we broke this trend line, and we're getting rejected underneath it. Oh, you did come back and hit my little, well, bless your little heart. Sometimes you guys don't do it, and it pisses me off, but it's okay. Came back and hit our little buy target right there. Awesome. Anybody put an order in there, be up about 20% right now. That's kind of cool. So with Labs on the daily, had the golden cross, which is a buy signal, and then it had a death cross, which is a sell signal. Really close to each other. That's the power of these heavy moving averages being on the bottom side. The 200 and the 100 down here has to wait to pull it down. But now look what's happening. The 100 starting to cross to the upside. So now we're starting to see a little bit of shift. So I think this is a good chance that this may stick for a bottom. It may not come back down here. Your 9 moving average is trying to make a recovery. It looks like it's trying to break back in to the pattern is what it looks like, and we've seen some of them do that, and then they go crazy to the upside, right? It looks like it's trying to, but it's going to probably take it the rest of the week, about another week, to figure out if it can do it or not. Ichimoku Cloud says, come on baby, I'm ready for you, come on to me, let's get out of here. So we got that, but we still got that death cross. But there's so much momentum with this 100 crossing, it can pull the, and the other little ones, it can pull these moving averages back up to cross. So I think you're kind of, if we're going pattern wise, we're probably doing like an inverted head and shoulders. Is not complete yet, so it's got to come back up and complete it, and it gets back up above this trend line, this white one. It's on. So that's the biggest thing to look for, is it cross back in that trend line. We're just trying to do. Breaking back into that trend line, well, that gets us up to this 0.0005 area, and that's kind of cozy. And even up to these bigger areas, 0.0011, 0.00158 for the juicy targets. They could be where we are now, with a little patience to wait for it, because I think it will come quick once it starts to get rolling. That's 235%, 320 or 362% profit, so 3 to 4x or more on the way for Labs with patience, and it's on the way for a lot of coins, even your coins in your bags. Everything is a popping. Even that stuff that you got tired of holding on to and said, I'm tired of holding on to you, I gotta get rid of you. You know what happened after you sold it? Yeah, you do. Happened to me too on one of them. I know I have this rule not to sell it, but it was like some little chunky positions that I had, and I'm like, let's just get rid of it all. That very next day, she decides to moon, and I'm like, really? No, I have that rule for a reason. Maybe I was, even on the petty stuff, I should be picky with it, because that sucked. Oh well. Every time you break a rule, man, it'll remind you. Every time, I'll skip that rule this time. Market will spank you. every chance it gets. Oh, we got Chemical Black. How's it going, Black? Whoever says, I do find lots of goodies, especially toys for my kids here in Germany. The trash is all separated, so the plastic toys and stuff are all clean and just with other plastic goods when you have to. Oh, cool. Just a German garbage truck man hoping to be a crypto millionaire. Hey, you got a good chance to make that happen. You're in the market at the right time, baby. If you're set up by now, oh, just count the days, baby. Hey, you only got like 18 more months or less. Then you can say, see ya. Good job, man. I want to see all you guys make it. Get out of the rat race, man. That's a trap. It's a trap. It's corporate slavery. Don't be a slave. It's supposed to be illegal. Somehow they got around it. Every American's a slave. Probably everyone in every country. When you look at that fake monetary system and how they got you tied into their matrix and think about it, get out of that. Be your own bank. There's power in being a creditor. Back in Canada, where I come from, we just throw all of our garbage together, and where I lived in Canada, we burn our trash in burning barrels. I've got you guys talking about trash. Chemical Black says THETA. Let's take a look at THETA. THETA been trying my patience. When she hit below $2, man, did she just stay there. This is nice. Big accumulation area here. When she does break out, and I know it seems like she never will because, damn, man, for how long has that been? How long you been here? Since May of 22. We're going on 2 years of being like under $1.40 for THETA. And it sucks. So I feel your pain because that little bit, I'm still holding it because I remember all this. Yeah. Because I sold out early. Yeah, I'm not doing that this time. And then again, you know, she's got to step up her game too. I did look at the website and everything. It does look like they've been developing and everything. They got some cool things going on over there. So it's not a dying project. Looks like they're keeping up with the Joneses and making progress as we go here. So it's just a matter of getting out this accumulation area, and then, you know, I'm really looking for around $3. And I'll decide if I'm going to moon back there, if I'm going to wait for a more juicier place to moon back. I don't know, but with this big long accumulation in that zone, I expect a big move, a big pop-up, and there's nothing here really to keep us from doing it. So getting out of here might be a rocket ship move up to around $3, just like it was a big drop down there. Right around 265 on up to 330. That whole little zone there, we can just speed off like a bullet and see where we stop. How many layers of resistance catch us? So come on, THETA, let's do it. There's some signs on the daily. She's getting ready for it. Especially this little pattern that we're starting to form, that little megaphone pattern. Those are kind of fun. So $1.83 on up to $2 should be coming soon. And let's get past 145 in that area and get past this last high we had over here at 171. If we get past this red line here, we should be good to go. I like THETA. Also, I think THETA has 100% circulating supply. I think it does now. Pretty sure. I like to, I don't know, have I done this over here? Oh, I guess before I get out of this. This is Tokenmetrics. I put this over on the Telegram group. And I also narrowed them down to a few exchanges. Top investor coins listed over there, kind of narrows them down. Here we just got everything all grouped together, and there's some stuff that you probably don't even have access to or never heard of, like Astro Pepix, Camelot token, I don't know, Mog coin. Not something I see every day, but you know, I've got all the exchanges by default selected there. But it's kind of cool, you can narrow it down. But anyway, I wanted to come over here to check on THETA. See, it's a grade how they've got it. So for trader coin, it's definitely in the buy zone. We're looking at it for investor though. So we'll scroll down here and see what it says. The TA for 83%. So it's got a high rank on TA score. Let's see, how does that? I'm trying to interpret, well, how would I put that number with what you're doing? That's not really made clear over there. But looking for it for investor grade, I want to see this valuation grade. Look, you got 70% fundamental, strong. Valuation grade's 59%. We're good there. The closer it is to 0, the more undervalued it is. Closer it is to 100, the more undervalued it is. Closer it is to 0, the more overvalued it is. So we're still undervalued. Technology grades, you can see 58%, and that's pretty cool. So THETA still got some nice grades there. And it also tells us the circulating supply is 1 billion and total supply is 1 billion. Market cap is 1 billion and she can 10x. She can. 10 billion sounds like a lot, but when you get all the money coming in the bull market, man, 10 million is not much. 10 billion is not much for some of these bigger projects. That's, you know, it may be like more like 30 billion that we might see out of this. That would be cool. That would be lovely. They'd if you could hit $30. She did hit what, 15. Even just hitting that again would be awesome.
She got cheats, she got smiles, she got business on the side. She got treats for them guys. When a baby out of town, got cheats, got size. Funny business on her mind. He's so pleased with her life. Mind her business, I want mine.
Grimmer said another cool thing here in Germany is that crypto is 100% tax-free if you hold it for 12 months before you sell. Germany sounds like an enlightened country after hearing that. That's just because it's property. They don't want, listen, the governments do not want to look at this. We call it cryptocurrency. They do not want to call it cryptocurrency. That opens a whole new can of words, and you don't tax currency exchanges, right? Yeah. So conveniently, we're property. Although they still refer to it as cryptocurrency. Every once in a while. Usually when they're talking bad about it, if you notice that. Go back to just about THETA. It's still in a good place. It really is. Where are we at right now? $1.16? Yeah, that's good. But yeah, it can do some damage, and it's in accumulation, so anywhere in this box is a good place. For this asset or anything else that's doing this, that looks like this right now. And there's a few, but a lot of them, you know, we've already seen kind of do their X's and everything, so there's still some out there ready to pop. Let's type. Where'd you go, notebook? I lost my notebook that's got my agenda. Where the hell did you go, man? Okay. I don't think you're it. All right. Well, anyway. Doesn't mean I don't have a list. All right, there were a few over here that I did want to take a look at that. Let's go over to the rating section over on Tokenmetrics. I want to clear this out, and because it doesn't save this for me or keep this. I'm just going to pick out a couple of exchanges that should not be a problem to find these or to use these, especially if you're in the US or Canada. Let's move this along. Crypto.com is one of them. We'll get MexC on here. I think everybody can still get into MexC, all right. I'm considering getting one of those pull out IDs. Haven't done it yet, haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I want some more exchanges, some options there. Okay, come on, man. MexC, come on. Yeah, we're good. That's good. We'll go with that. Two exchanges, crypto.com and MexC. See what the hot trader coins are that we got here. Gearbox, Solidus, AI Tech. That one's been up there for a little bit. This one, HGPT. I've been looking at that. It's just kind of showed up in this category recently. It's over on MexC HGPT. Ooh. Well, no wonder. It's up at 3.2 cents. It was at just under 0.001. Yeah. Okay. So that's the thing when you're looking at the trader coins over on Tokenmetrics. A lot of times they've already ran, and you're just buying high and selling higher, just trying to get on whatever the run is. Being the trader, I'm not so crazy about that because you had a good place where you can get rejected. You're trying to get rejected right there. So this one is too hot to play in my personal opinion. However, it's at an area where it should give a little bit of a pullback. Let's see if we can figure that little guy out. Where do I want to pull from? Oh, the conundrum, should we pull it from here or should we pull it from here where it takes off? We'll start out there. That works out nice. Got some consolidation right there, and that's exactly where I expect us to at least try to pull back to, maybe even lower, because we don't have much. Here's some highs here. That's got a confluence, and then we drop down and drop down, so we could be seeing any of these fib levels down through here technically. Even down to the 886, I'm just not going to mark that one just yet. 0.013, 0.018, or 0.034, yeah, you're going to get a retrace bit. Too high, too high. Too high to buy. Nakamoto Games, though, has a nice little pullback. She looked like she might be double topping right there, and that's a little concerning to me. If we are double topping, it could be an M pattern. Or it could just be coming down here and trying to make it eventually up higher. We are in this overall pattern. Broadening wedge, call it a bearish megaphone. It's technically bearish, and it should break to the downside. Unless you're just in an overly bullish market like we have been lately, and we've been getting the positive benefit of this pattern playing out to the bullish side, so it's been kind of awesome. Taking this trend line here, you see that little dotted green line that I've got there. I like to do this with an internal trend line because it flips support all through there, and now it's resistance. So that's a very important little trend line. I'm going to extend that little guy out a little bit, keep tracking him. So if we are getting rejected there, we could come down to the bottom of the pattern again, about 143, somewhere 140, 150 for NAKA. I know it sounds crazy until, you know, it's you looking, it's on sale. It was doing so good, it looked like it was going to go up. But this rejection here is telling us that, well, even going by the moving averages, they're telling us that around 160 is coming in to play right there. So just throwing that out there, looks like NAKA's taking a little bit of a breather. Could it be a time to add to NAKA bags? Maybe. 138 looks really juicy to me. Come on, NAKA. Come on back down there. See what I do. See what I do. Coco Black says CEEK. Rotar sleeping tonight. Let's see. Most of it's into the block. Oh, here we go. Got a little MexC. All right, here we're on the daily. Looks good. Reclaim the 200 moving average on the daily. Has been holding it as long as it keeps holding it. Don't see why it wouldn't, really. I mean, if it loses it, is not a good sign. If it loses it, it may do something kind of symmetrical and come back down and start finishing the rounding thing. So we don't want to see that. So that would be the only warning that I have. But it should get it's likely to get a bounce here and come back up to this area 6.5 cents and then try to break up above it. Getting above that daily 200 moving average is your first step to higher highs and higher lows. Support resistance area over here. Dang. All right, I'm going to pull fib. Identify our accumulation zones here. Yeah, right through those areas. So a good target, if you're getting in now above the 200 moving average, is at 4.8 cents, about 11.4 cents. That's a good come up right there. And it's got to go up there and test that area. That's 148% gains there. Dang, I'm starting to feel a little FOMO for CEEK now. And then again, you got each of these levels, and they got some nice correspondence with support resistance areas over here to the left too. So I do like that. I don't normally put the 382, but you know, there's so much profit to be made in there. It'd be crazy not to. 102%, another 100% almost added onto that. And then of course 25 cents, 25.7 to be exact, is one of the main areas. And that is just for this leg here. That's not for overall what it can do. It can do some damage. CEEK got up to what, $1.19 last time. And so on the much bigger scale, 31 cents is a great target. And so is 75 cents. So those are some nice targets to look at on the bigger time frame. I'm on the daily where I charted this out. Let's come to the 4 hours just to see how we're doing. I like to chart things out on the bigger time frame and then start driving the roads on the smaller time frames, if that makes any sense. And so this is trend line we got rejected, and we could be spelling some more down, just like what we were saying. That's why we do definitely need that area right here to hold. And let's see, let's take this trend line and check our angles. So this is the original trend line, keeping my original point. And you can see that it does the same thing here, support resistance flip. We're keeping that same pivotal angle, so our trajectory is not changing, if that makes any sense. I can take that wherever I am and it lines up really good. So I like that as versus where those angles don't line up. If they didn't line up, then I would have to start looking for something else. I don't know if that's coming across intelligently or not. We kind of got this, which I hate it when people draw patterns like that, because you get a symmetrical triangle, which I don't trust. I don't trust them. They are known to do something called what I call the rabbit run, and they can break to the downside, and you say, oh yeah. And then they can come to the upside and you say, oh no, flip flop, and they come back down, and they can just do some weird ranging crap. They're the most reliable, unreliable pattern out there, in my personal opinion. But you do have the strong support, so we want to see that hold. Please hold. Chemical Black just said, I just sold my AI pad after a pump. Was trying to figure out which one I got rid of too early. That one rung a bell with me. I'm not sure if it was it or not. Please look at GARI USDT for a long-term, like one-day time frame. Okay. Hey, Mystery Man. Hey, welcome to the stream. Well, let's do it. What was it? GARI. I have never traded GARI. I've heard of it. Daily time frame. Woo. GARI got some work to do. GARI has not yet shown that he's making higher highs and higher lows. He's not yet confirmed that he's going to change trajectory yet. He's still in a bearish trend, technically. Ooh-wee, baby. Give me something to work with here. I can't even work with that. Okay. Let's zoom in here a little bit. All right, so we got these little guys. Let's try that one. Oh, nope. There we go. So we're still under this 382. So the first thing I need to see is a break above that. Just say, hey man, I'm ready to swim to the top now. I'm ready to come up for some air. She's above the 200 moving average on the day, so that's the first step. It's kind of like what we were just looking at on, there's my memory for you. The last one we're looking at, doing the same thing, just reclaiming that 200 moving average. Great first steps. However, we still lost this main trend line, so we got a little, sideways and recovery to do. 200's there to support us, 100's above it. That's good. That gives us a little boost to the upside. It's basically about getting over this area. 3.6, getting above that, then we can start looking at some other areas. The next one would be this guy right there, 8.1, and then possibly up to 10 cents. Because we're still in a range down here, in a big ass accumulation range, and still, even coming up here, technically you're still in it. For the local range, we're trying to break out of the smallest accumulation range, because that's why we got to see it get over 3.6, 3.7 cents. And from where it is now to get up there, I mean, that's 186%. And to get up to the second target is 259. She can make those moves, but you really have got to see it get above these areas over here and start making some higher highs to confirm, or in higher highs and higher lows. Even if it comes up here and just makes a higher low, at least you got something going on. We got to put in a bigger bottom than this. Hopefully we'll do it here. So GARI fighting through the turnaround, but good signs there on the daily, getting above the 200 moving average. The weekly, I'm wondering, I'm just taking a look at the weekly. The weekly has got some work to do. I gotta see you get above that 9 moving average on this weekly to tell me that you're going to be in a positive trend. Hasn't quite done it just yet, and it may not. I mean, it does have danger of coming back down, so just keep it in mind. You got falling volume, falling price. That's on your side though. Been following routerprotocol. It's just got the nice little pullbacks. I think this one might be about time to jump back in on this little guy. We got to clean this up. We got a little trade set up. Look, those are measure moves, the blue ones. 728. It actually went up to what, $10? Wow. So didn't really keep track with this little guy. Was there anything that would have told us $10? Almost came up to our 2 right there. Interesting. About a kill. Let's clear you out. You already met my target, so we gotta start all over now. We're getting a retest is what it is. You got this little trend line here. You got one of these big old long, well, it's not a falling wedge. It's technically that's a type of symmetrical triangle. She broke out and coming back to retest it. In my personal opinion, this is the perfect time to start building those bags back at $350 and get ready to sell them back at $10. Because it should retest and then we should be starting to move to the upside. Breaks back into the pattern, be a different story, but the moving averages are saying, hey man, you look good. This is the weekly chart right here, weekly chart. What we look like on the daily. Daily got 200, 150 over here. They're still up above the 200. That's good. And now I got to see this trend line hold because it looks like it's got danger maybe breaking to the downside of it. That would sucky suck. I really don't want to see it come down here, although I would be tempted to buy it at 229 if it did. But I'd rather see you bounce right here about 347 and just here you on your wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Make a new high, baby. Let's take a little fibby. And we're pulled back to where the 786 area. Yeah, great place to you need to bounce from, baby. Bounce from it, bounce from it, bounce from it. So I think you can hit $12. I think you can do it. I got confidence in you. I like what I'm seeing here. Check you out on the 2-hour time frame. What does that look like? You underneath that 200 moving average. You sure do look like you're trying to come down lower. But yet you're finding resistance right here on that trend line, even though you broke it. La 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 la. Do, 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 do. La 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 la. Got some bullish divergence going on right down here. It looks really juicy on the 2-hour. If you see this, see a price is coming down to the downside there, but on our RSI, that's the one I mostly use. You got it coming up and to the right down there. You also got some here on the wave table. MACD, do ya? I don't usually look at it on the MACD. There is a little bit there with the histograms. That kind signifies a reversal. And this is a great place for it to curse, so I likes it. Route. Back at a yummy $3.47 after hitting a high of almost $10. Is it time to go back up there? I hope so, Route. Why else would I want to buy you, Route? Did you not go? Been following this RUNE $5 stablecoin forever. I did not take profit. Well, there's a story behind why, but still. I was expecting more out of RUNE, but she kind of petered out about 725. Still waiting for her to keep making it up to that target, which is not showing up on here because where I'm on futures. I'm looking for her to reach a 618 Fibonacci area. And it gave me opportunity cost waiting for that. There we go. So I've been eyeing this $8.49 area for way too long. Since last year. That's November when we hit up here. I thought for sure we're on our way, but you never know for sure. So I got to miss that opportunity. I'm going to catch it next time. I'm all set up to do my transaction now. I have the actual RUNE token. Most of your exchanges either have the BNB token or they don't have the actual RUNE one. That was complicated. Something I didn't really anticipate. But I got a plan. I got the RUNE wallet, and I may just make my exchanges right through there. Switch over to Bitcoin was the whole idea anyway. And I can do that right in there. I'm looking for a possibility down to like 467, maybe. Gosh, I can't believe I'm saying that. RUNE was back here, sub $2, and that's where I build up the biggest bulk of my bags because I know what RUNE can do. So I really like to see you go to like $8 or $9 RUNE. Can we do that? Can we stop jacking around here? That looks like a support resistance flip. Do it. There's it. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. MacD says, I'm not flipping it. MacD says we're going down, so take that for what it's worth. 467, 468, here we come. Ethereal, hey, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. 199. I think you were the very last person to give me a super chat, so double thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And you never asked for anything. You can ask for something. I appreciate it. It helps. It helps out a lot. You guys ever wonder what YouTubers make? I am not the channel to give you hopes and dreams of becoming a YouTuber. But I haven't actually had my full, I haven't finished my payday thing yet. But yeah, here's the deal. In the summer, I was like really close to 1,000 subs. They were coming in quick because my videos would bring them in. When I switched over to the live format, ooh, all that changed. Subs dropped off, and they've just been trickling in for the past 6 months. Had a contest to give away some Tangem wallets. We're like, I don't know, 50 people away from 1,000 subscribers. It took, because I started doing live streams instead of the videos, it took months. I don't know, at least another two and a half months to get those extra 50 people in so I can give those wallets away. I was so embarrassed about that after I said, would you like to sponsor that? Because I was like, oh, it'd just be a couple weeks away. No, it drug out for months. So for ever since I've got 1,000, and they changed the rules on it now. Ever since I got 1,000, it made me eligible to monetize. So from ads or whatever, and it usually tells you. Don't you tell me on here somewhere. I usually run right into it. Oh well, I know it's on here. It's not very much. It's like $200 and something, probably about $250. Yeah, so this is since summer, since about June or July. That's what is totally accumulated. Yeah, not even anything I can take to the bank just yet. I'm not complaining. It's just, that's just how it is. I got very few. It's hard to get subs. At least when you're live streaming, I found on crypto YouTube. But I likes it, so we're going to keep doing it. And talk about coins like FET. And we'll make that life-changing money. I just take it that the people that are supposed to find me will find me, and then we'll resonate, and we'll go from there, and we will kill it in this market. Because I'm here to show you how not to make the mistakes I made before, and how to do the things that actually worked out for me, and just share that freely. That's all I'm doing. I'm not charging for some trading group trying to take money away from you that you need right now. Everybody, I'm doing this because we need this opportunity, because there's some bad crap that's going to be coming in the years to come, and you need to be set up straight for it. Look at that nice little trend line giving us some rejection for FET. Do you think it's going to keep going up? I'd say it's about time for this one to cool off a little bit. It's about time to take some profits on FET. Make sure I'm doing that. Come here, Fett. It's been a good ride, baby. I want a bigger bag of you, but right now we gotta do what needs to be done, baby. We gotta peel off a little bit. Can we pull off more than that? What we got here? Alrighty. So I'm on the daily time frame. Now there's a chance she can come up about 114, 115. Could go right back up there in that area. I don't really see her doing much, but if she does, by chance, come up here and do something crazy, she could be headed up to $2 really quick like, but it's not as likely. It's probably more likely to pay yourself right now, or a little bit. Like, that's what I did. I do expect a pullback. And when she pulls back, I'm going to take that dry powder and probably go right back into her, because I think Fetch has got, out of all the AI coins, I think this one's showing a lot of strength. So I'm waiting for Fetch to come back to 77-cent area and also this 85-cent area. I will start layering in at 85 and 77, and then some, you know, put some around 68. I doubt that those will get hit, but they might. That is a cool area that it likes to kind of hang around, it seems like. That's my take on FET and how I plan to play it. Let me draw some crazy trend lines here. Woo-wee, baby. She may only come back to 72 cents looking at that. We respect this trend line here. Bear trap comes bullishly to the top of the trend line there. All right, that makes a little bit of sense. I kind of like that. Otherwise, we'll have to draw it out like this, and whew, don't want to see that happen. Let's follow that little guy. Not a member says, appreciate what you do each night, bro. Hey, thank you very much, not a member. That helps. Trigger says, I've been at it all day with these futures. Me too. It's been kind of wild. I had to get out of a few trades and start them back up a little bit. It did start looking like she was going. I was doing a few little shorts and things. Still got a couple. Nothing major. Just trying to see if I can build any kind of position there. I'm usually having to get out of them. I'm mostly long right now, though. I've been fortunate. I hate to say anything about it, because usually if I say something about it, my luck will change. But on my MexC account, that's been the hardest one for me to do, because it's right here and right with me all the time, and I haven't had to, you know. Apparently, I overtrade it, because when I don't overtrade the other accounts, I can do pretty good with them. So I've been more mindful about that. But I've been doing pretty good on. I lost a lot of Bitcoin, and I had a little bit, and I've about gained it all back. I've been very fortunate, and I like that. That's the reason I want to trade actual Bitcoin and make Bitcoin doing the perps, is really what I'm trying to do with it. And so far, this worked out good so far. But you know, I've been here before and do something stupid and watch it all go away again. But I'm really trying to watch my P's and Q's on it now, and trying not to get caught on the wrong side. That's usually one of the issues. I'm trying to stay away from trading the perps when there's too much chop, unless I'm trying to go with the extremes of the range. That seems to be the only thing that works out for me. AIOZ is killing it. Killing it. Killing it. AIOZ? I don't know why, but it makes me think of rice. It's, you know. Should I take pictures of this stuff? I mean, nobody believes me. I was like, oh, you just put it up there. No, I mean, we've had this for a while, dude. It's just, I'm no guru. I'm no miracle worker. It's just fibs, baby. It's just fibs. It's just the fibs. I need to start taking pictures of the ones that work out, though. But I need a cool graphic up there, like me going, So how hard did she went to 29 cents? We had a measure move up here to 28.
You suck, road dog. You didn't nail it.
Eat me, Bobby. So from the breakout here all the way up there, that's 87% gains. Or more. 94. I really don't want to do this, but it seems like you have to do this kind of thing. Yay. Now copy the image, copy the link. Copy the image. And I guess whenever I find these things that hit, if I'm in them, I know, well, I'm in this one, but I'm actually got this one for a long-term hold. Sure is tempting to take some profit right there, though. I've been thinking about it. But it wasn't a huge bag when I started it. Road Dog, let's go to the chat room. Let's go to the vanity wall and let's post this there. AIOZ 94% gains. Uh-oh. Sando can, hello everyone, I have a question. Does anyone know anything? I got scammed. I can't withdraw my funds from this scam platform. Oh, is that what you was asking me about? Hello everyone, I have one question. Does anyone know anything about taxtny.com exchange, crypto exchange? So-called exclusive IO issuance. And I just said I have not heard of it because I haven't. I didn't know. I wasn't for sure if he was chilling it. But sadly, no, it says he got scammed, can't withdraw his funds. Man. How do you respond to that? I can't really. That's sad. All right. Well, now we know. Yeah, I don't trust new stuff, man. You get burned a lot. I did cloud mining before cloud mining was a real thing, and I got scammed off of that. Lost a whole Bitcoin on that. I've been rug pulled before and been through all that stuff. That's no fun. So you just finally just say, yeah, screw you. I ain't clicking no link. Get out of here. All this Twitter airdrop stuff. And I'm like, you want me to click that link on Twitter? What? Come on now. Come on now. Let's get real. TET Tectum. It was the bee's knees, man. It was hot as all get out. Now she's just kind of chilling out. Had her nice big move. Now we come down and go sideways a little bit. Had a little trade set up here. Looks like it was, oh yeah, I remember you, because you wouldn't, are you the one who wouldn't go below $25? Seems like there's another one had a setup like this, because she can't go below this, so it was a great place to put a stop loss somewhere just right below that. So trade's still good, but she went up to 38 and now she's back to 29, so back to around the entry area. Well, we got 25. That seems to be the very bottom that it just can't really seem to get past. I'm still looking for Tectum to come up here about the $45 area where it was before. And it can still move to 56 on up to 62. Just taking a sweet time to do it right now. Gosh darn it, Tectum. I find myself getting a little bit impatient now because I'm really trying to take profits and peel off profits, and I'm like, I'm running out of profits that I can peel off now, and I'm like, come on, move. But again, reiterate, I'm not trying to kill my bags, get rid of all my bags, just trying to peel off a little as we go. Collect it to dry powder so that I have it when we get our big pullback, which we've not seen yet. And that's when all the altcoins will be running scared. Bitcoin will be running scared. Things will tank. Could be up to a 20-30% drop, maybe 40% on some of these altcoins on our big red day. And you come in and you go shopping because everything is on sale and you got the credit card with you to do it. Not a real credit card. One of the first things you need to do after you make your crypto windfall is pay off that debt that you got. Make sure that's one of the first steps. That will ensure that you can enjoy the other things that will come with this new wealth. You don't want debt. You don't want it. And it is a relief when you get it all gone. Seems impossible until that one day was like 10 or 20x, and you're like, looks like it's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. Can Chemical Black says, mate, I don't have accounts related to banks over here. I'm in a weird country suffering from war, etc. Or else I would be happy to support the channel. Maybe you could put a crypto wallet over. Well, I mean, if you're in a situation where you, I don't beg for support. I do have some QR codes for crypto for donations and stuff, but I just rarely ever. I don't even think I ever put them out there or anything. But I appreciate the idea. I'm not begging for support, but it is helpful. When it'll come when it comes. It'll come when it comes. Whenever God's ready for me to start making money, doing what I do here, it'll come. I'm not worried about it. But I appreciate the support. You can support me by hitting that like button. That helps, and comments and little things like that. That's what the channel needs more than anything, really. But I appreciate that. Hey, there's Celinda. I just joined and saw the beginning of your video. I was at Crypto Lifer this morning. I don't want to mention any names. I'm trying not to mention any names. I'm actually trying to. I can just say there is one person I watch, and you know, like I said, there's some kind of weird history tie. Although I didn't even know them in that group, I was more of a lurker in that group. I never posted anything, never said anything. I just soaked up information like a sponge, and it eventually led me to find Thomas Bukowski. I'm just being honest. That trading group. Because I was like, hey man, everything can't break out 68% of the time, all the time. Something's wrong. Where's all these numbers coming from? And I got turned on to Thomas Bukowski and found the real deal. But the man did have a bad day today, didn't he? Though he when you get in your ego, and I mean, it will just blind you. I don't think he does things intentionally. I just think it's at a point where he's at, and it's still a part of him just trying to be the man all the time, and that's not good. You got to get your ego and all out of all this, all of it, man. You can't. You can't. It'll make you make stupid stuff, and it did. The man went and showed his portfolio. No, do not. You're on YouTube, broadcasting to the whole world. Hey man, I've got crypto. I use my phone a lot. There's a SIM card in there. Come get it. Hey, find out where my kids are going to school. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what you're putting out there and who's going to see it. And they pulled his trigger, man. They pulled his trigger. But then again, if you're going to present yourself as being the professional trader, the pro trader, you better have the qualifications to back that, and it better not be because you checked, you know, your 401k thing at Burger King whenever you filled out, you know, got your job. I mean, if we're going to do that, technically I've been a pro trader for about 30 years. And I don't care. It wasn't until I learned to do the TA back in 2020 that this stuff started making sense, and I actually started winning at this game instead of giving my money away. I just think that some of these people try to they display on some of the new people, and the new people can't see it. But if you do have experience, like if you know what to do, the very basics, you can look and see what they're doing and say, dude, you're being so sloppy, or you're cheating, or maybe you just don't understand it. Maybe you need to go read it deeper instead of just scanning over the headlines or scanning the first sentence and thinking you got it, because you're missing some concepts here, baby. And that's, if you're watching me and my 5 moving average strategy, you've already got one up on everybody in that trading group, because they're not taught that. They're taught to wait to the 21 before they make a decision, and by the time we cross the 9, we already got a heads up. Things are changing. That's a beautiful system. I'm telling you. Look, some of these other people, well, it's going to do one of two things, which is crazy. This is like, I don't know, it's kind of like kindergarten kind of thing. We'll throw that little line here and roll it here. But if it works, you know, I can't knock it. Okay, so whatever. I don't. To me, that sets a bias. I've just always been Thomas Bukowski. He's the one that I teach his stuff, and I hope I do it justice. But you want to wait till you get touches and then you form your trend lines. You don't want to draw them out earlier. You form a bias, and then when you look, that's what you want to see, and that's what you want to expect. I don't know, but anyway, you lose the 9 moving average, come down to 21. There's no guarantees you're going to bounce off of that. What we can see from the 9 and it crossing the 21 lets us know, hey man, yeah, ain't no comeback from this right now. I don't know. You just get more information, but that's just me. I'm still apparently my problem with it is that when I see this, it triggers me. So I've got to look at myself and say, well, what's my problem? Why is it affecting me? And it just upsets me that misinformation is given out there, because I can see how it's carried on. He was trained by somebody who wasn't given the full information, and he's taken that, and that's why he says this breaks out 68% of the time, takes down 68% of the time, because that's what the other person said all the time. It came into his brain. So I identify that's, you know, some of this stuff is just habit, and it was just bad habits, bad form taught, and it's still coming out. That's just my personal opinion. I think he can tighten up. Nothing bad. I just think he needs to get out of his ego and then actually try to put it aside so he can learn more, absorb more. Because right now he's just kind of saying, no, I know everything. You can't teach me anything. I know. Why are you trying to tell me what to do? I run the show. That's what we got. I digress. I should never went there. My bad. I'm trying. It reflects a problem with me too, though, just because I have an issue, and that's what's freaking me out. Well, why do you even care? Oh, it just rubs me the wrong freaking way. BET, man. Oh man, Elliot, are you right? I can see how you could be. All right, this is well, I guess Elliot's going to win this one. Elliot called a 5-way and a ABC correction, so it looks like BET is coming back down to where you saying, Elliot? 3.5 cents. All righty. Got that little Elliot wave indicator on. It's handy. Just for a backup, just to see what it says. Get some confluence. My whole system is just about finding confluence. It's about finding several different little things that point to the same direction, the same price point. And when you do that, for some magical reason, it seems to get hit. And there's just a variety of little ways that I show to do it. And hopefully not too complicated. Hopefully it will pick up. I don't really get much feedback on that kind of thing. And I mean, I'm hoping what I show, and it's nothing new. There are other people that do kind of similar stuff to what I do, or parts of it. But if this does help you, just let me know. I'm not looking for any kind of monetary reward for it. I just want feedback. I'm saying, okay, well, I'm glad to see that, you know, if you're taking some of this and it's helping you out, that's the whole goal. That's the whole game plan. So at BET, we're still watching for this main trend line right here. I would love to see her break back into it and just go bat poop crazy to the upside. Don't know if it's going to happen. We were looking at, was it a fractal? We have a fractal. I remember pulling it. Oh geez, I don't know. It kind of suggests that we might do it. We took that from back over here somewhere. A little fractal magic. If she breaks up above this trend line, it's balls to the wall. Go hard. Yeah. VeChain going to do some serious numbers. If she can't, we're going to come back down and play around with 3 cents again for a little while. That won't be fun. I expect her to go balls to the wall. Be seriously. Because total 3. Did we go over total 3? I think we did. We were looking at this trend line getting rejected, but now we bounced off of this one. So we're in some kind of wild rising wedge, which eventually should break to the downside. Unless it doesn't, then it's going to go parabolic crazy to the upside. But it looks like we got another little, you know, we found some support. So next couple of days may be okay for altcoins. They see a little bit of a recovery on them. True says I don't understand crypto. Hey, True Daredevil, how's it going? Slender says he does have an ego. I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees it, because what I see, it looks like, well, you got an echo chamber there. What? Here's the thing about it, though. You know, you get to his chat or whatever. Anyone that has any, I mean, just a simple question, I mean, they get banned. Anything that goes against there, so it turns into an echo chamber where you got nothing. It reminds me so much of the real estate stuff that was going on back in the early 2000s. And it comes like a cult, and you have a guru, and they're going to have all the answers about all the real estate and how to make millions in property, and oh my gosh, here he is, and this, you get that kind of thing, and it's just all crap. And it turned out in the real estate thing, the real money was made with the seminars. Yeah, saw that real quick, saw through that really quick. Chemical Black, bro, your channel is amazing. I appreciate it. Always liking the vids. I need to do some vids, but man, I just haven't had it in me lately. Selena says, your TA is better and easier to understand. Keep on doing things. That's helpful for me, because I never know if what I'm doing is easy to comprehend or not. I hope it is. When I first started out, I was getting feedback like that, and then I don't anymore, and I don't know, I may change the way I explain it, but I hope it is. I'm doing the same things over and over every day. Actually, that's the secret for any of these guys on here every day. I mean, it's not like they're going to keep some secret knowledge in a secret trading group. I mean, to read these charts, we got to pull out all the tricks if we want to be accurate at it. I mean, I am. It's not always the same trick. And that may seem kind of confusing for me to explain why I'm using this versus that. A lot of it's just interchangeable. It doesn't matter what I'm starting. They're all going to point in the same direction. So just a few little things, you know, starting from a bigger time frames, working down, which is opposite of what I hear on that channel a lot. It was just funny when you crack on it. Well, now everybody knows how I'm cracking on. So, but it bugs me that I do that. It just bugs me that I do that. Better make videos, bro. I might have to, but well, the thing is, you know, you make a coin video. If it's not the one that everybody wants to see, then nobody clicks on it, and everybody wants to see it when it's pumping up. And why are you making a video? Why am I making a video if it's already pumped? Can't help you out there. If I make it before it pumps, not that many people find it, and I got to do another videos. Hey, remember when I put this video out? And I don't know. But, I don't know. Videos take a lot of time for the whole editing thing, especially when I edit them, because I like to put in just little extra things. The live streams, I feel I can really go over more information and just be accessible to answer questions if I get questions about something, and just go over more coins soon. I mean, I think what I like to do back before I started my channel is, if I would find somebody doing what I'm doing, just screening through these things, and maybe they'll be, you know, they'll just screen through the charts, looking at them, and I want to do that, but I end up spending too much time talking about them. But it was just kind of cool. You can see, oh, there's an idea. Oh no, I don't think that's going to work. Oh, that setup looks cool. You know, it's just going through coins and hearing somebody else's take on them. So if nothing else, I like that. It's what I would watch, just to see some other ideas, and I watch other people to do this sometimes, just to see what they're going over. And then when you get a good synergy with the people in the group and sharing information, like people throwing up coin requests and things like that, some of the best charts and everything could come from that. Not just on my channel, but on other channels, it works that way too. I used to watch Dub Digital. He does more FA than TA, but there was a good group of people there a couple years ago, and I got turned on to some things. I would not be in Osmosis right now, which was one of the best plays ever for me, if I hadn't, you know, the synergy of that group talking about it. And I don't even think Dub got into Osmosis. He kind of passed on it, and I'm like, dude, I learned about it on your channel and you're not even in it? Dude, it's been killer. All right. Trigger says, I've been watching old Bitcoin videos. People will find them. Maybe. Good principles win in the end. That's what I'm hoping for. I've been watching Jay Bravo. Oh yeah, I like him. I haven't seen him late. I haven't noticed his videos popping up on my YouTube lately, but I like him. I like him. It's always going to burn in a dumpster fire though every day. He's funny though. All right, guys, it is 12:10, and we started at 10:30ish. Was it? Oh my gosh, so hard to do a 1 hour live stream. It just is. But hey, if you guys don't mind it, I don't mind it. All right, guys, I'm going to find my real notebook. I don't know. Oh, there you are. Now I find it. Then the show. We'll be back tomorrow night with more altcoins. Trade carefully, trade wisely. Again, another quick look at Bitcoin before I leave, so we can get an idea for what's going on. That's one thing that kind of surprises me, because you know we can see some things just looking on the bigger time frames, knowing that we got a likelihood to come back down. And then sometimes when I watch, some of the other guys that, and there are a lot of them that are good. There are a lot of them out there that are very solid, but there's some out there that are just kind of, they found a way to make some money. But it just surprises me how they figure, it's like they figure out what's going on late. And if they just zoom out and remember what they looked at, then, you make your roadmap on the bigger time frame, and then you start zooming in. Then you start zooming in. All right, so we're still up here at the tops. Now, honestly, with Bitcoin, from what I can see, it looks like we're doing it would either be a distribution where they're trying to sell and put us down, or we're doing a reaccumulation where it's just consolidating for a zone before we move to the upside. And honestly, I can't tell. If it was that easy, we would all be millionaires like 6 months ago. But we are at resistance, so there you go. It is kind of M-toppy. There you go. You're kind of in the middle of a cloud. There you go. It does look like we would be coming down to about 48.5 to retest this 618 Fibonacci area. We broke above it. I wasn't even expecting that. I expected to get rejected from it. We got above it. It just makes sense. We're going to come back, put our foot on it, make sure it's solid ground, that we got a good step before we can move to the upside. And that will also give the big boys a chance to buy their Bitcoin just a little bit cheaper, because we know they like that. Can it wick below this? It can. I mean, we could wick down to 48,000, but as long as we close a candle above this trend line, or above the 618 right here, 48,540, 600, somewhere right through there, it's a zone. We should be good. And we're coming into the weekend, so we may see us kind of slow burn our way back down there. May not even touch it all the way. I don't know, but Bitcoin probably will be coming down, and then Total 3 also looks to be coming down a little bit too. So that's why I say, if you're in the game and you've got some bags that are up, it's probably a good idea, even if it's just 5% of that bag, taking it out, just something. You got to get in the habit of it, or else you'll end up riding this roller coaster up and down. And it's a fun ride, but when you get off, you want to have some money in your pocket, don't you? All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Trade carefully. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.